and welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This evening we're taking a look at the Latitude Zero. I believe it's a new cigar this year. Latitude Zero being the equator along Ecuador. I believe the wrapper came from. It's got a gigantic gold band that covers up most of the cigar itself, but as you remove that, the cigar looks really, really nice. Very smooth. Maybe a few little lumps here and there, but overall very nice looking cigar. Got some medium veins, but overall very nice rolled cigar. Seams are done well. Not too firm of a pack. I think it will perform very nicely. The aroma is, it's like just a nice rich tobacco for me. Bit of earth. Maybe that barnyard as well. It's just a really nice organic, deep earthy smell for me. And then off the foot, it's almost got a little bit of chocolate going in on there for me. But overall, very nice looking cigar.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a beautiful looking stick. This is torpedo. I always cut off the torpedo, smoke it as any other cigar. It's just me. But yeah, there's seams are visible, but they're really well done. They're really smooth. The whole cigar is very smooth, pretty oily, but construction just looks beautiful. And on the aromas, yeah, that's the first word that came to mind when I was smelling the wrapper, was that barnyard smell. It's very, very organic and it's very rich. Of course, there's a lot of rich tobacco rolling in there. And then on the foot, yeah, I agree. Real nice, rich, almost like a melted chocolate. It's really nice. Mine.
Yeah, I can't disagree with anything they've said. Mine is very oily. I mean, it's almost coming off on my hands just handling it. But a couple of real minor rough spots. But the construction seems very nice. The seams are very well done on this cigar. You know, just a few moderate veins. Nothing big and heavy to talk about. This cigar just looks really nice. Off the wrapper, just that really rich tobacco. Like Justin mentioned, maybe a little bit of earthiness and barnyard to it. And yeah, I can't disagree. Very chocolatey on the foot. Very, very chocolatey. So I really think this is going to be a good one.
Let's get it cut up, lit up, see how it goes.
I just want to say I love this band too. I usually when I see these giant bands in cigars, I'm kind of turned off. But this one, it's got a map of North and South America, and of course right there on the equator you see Ecuador. That's a really cool design.
I agree. That is nice. And I like the fact that this huge band came off in one piece easily without tearing up the cigar or the band or anything.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Half the time they'll put them on and rip something off.
Yeah, so this isn't an actual Oliva cigar, or Oliva cigar, right? This is made by a different Oliva or something like that?
This is from the Oliva family that grows tobacco. That's how they got their start. That's what they've done for decades now. It's not the Oliva cigar company that that makes the Series V or the Series G, etc. like that. This is an entirely different Oliva family. And for years and years and years, they've strictly made their money and their reputation off of growing tobacco and then selling it to the big time cigar manufacturers. So this is kind of their actual project themselves. I'm not sure if they rolled it or if they had it rolled, but this was their cigar.
Boy, that's a wonderful first puff. Get a little bit of everything. There's a nice coating of spice on your tongue.
It is thick, almost.
Thick,
I want to say
it's
creamy,
almost chewy, yeah.
but it's not really creamy. It's chewy.
Chewy, yeah. And the taste to me, it tastes like chocolate sauce practically.
I get a little bit of spice in there.
Yeah. It
just a very faint amount. Yeah, I agree. Very like milk chocolate, like almost like syrup.
That's
A lot of earthiness, deep, dark, organic flavor to it. Very, very nice.
That texture to that smoke, it's not oily per se, but it is just thick, and you can almost feel like you're chewing.
The wrapper leaves an oil sheen on your lips, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can definitely get the oil on your lips and that coating in my entire mouth.
Boy,
A little bit of spice, not peppery though.
That's a great first puff, though.
Well, we're ready. Let's get into the first third and see how it develops. Well, welcome back. We're about 10 minutes into this Latitude Zero, and so far it's an excellent smoke. It's a very, almost full-bodied. I'd say about medium to full for me right now. Lot of like that milky, smooth chocolate that's kind of dyed into more of a darker chocolate. It's still semi-sweet, but it's more of the dark chocolate, almost baker's chocolate for me. Very earthy, organic, a lot of rich tobacco. That smoke is still very thick, very chewy. The only bad thing is we noticed, Monty, or actually all three of us, the ash is a little bit flaky. It's not a real firm ash, but burns okay. Really nice.
Yeah, I love this cigar so far. I mean, it's really good. It's for me, it has changed a lot just in the first inch or so. It went from that really thick melted chocolate flavor to me to more of a organic coffee type of flavor. There's still a little bit of spice. It's not quite as prevalent, but maybe I've just gotten used to it by now. But yeah, my one problem, and I do mean it, one problem with this cigar is the ash. I've already ashed the floor here, so hopefully I won't do that again.
Agreed. We're all having the same flaky ash issue, but I really do like the cigar, like the guys were saying. That really strong spice initially is kind of died down. It's still very much there, but it's not near as prevalent as mine was for the first half an inch or so. But still a lot of thick smoke, real creamy to, just really enveloping, I would say, let's call it that. But so far, real good.
Well, let's get into the second third, approach the midpoint, see how it goes. Welcome back. We're about halfway on this Latitude Zero. My only complaint is still the ash. It's kind of flaky and it doesn't hold together. Burns a little bit wonky, but I've only had to do one touch up. For me, flavors have changed just a slight. That bitter coffee, I agree with Wyatt. He mentioned it's turned into a coffee. I totally agree with that. It's just a nice dark roast coffee and a lot of earth, a lot of organic flavors coming in, a lot of rich tobacco. Still running around medium to full for me. Overall, very nice smoke. I'm really enjoying it. Just the ash is flaky and doesn't hold together very well.
I agree. I'd have to say that this is more of a full-bodied cigar than medium. When I got it to turn the camera on, I got a little bit lightheaded. I've noticed I'm just kind of sinking further and further into this chair. It's nice. But yeah, the cigar itself, the flavors are still really good, but they're still, what we had in the first couple of puffs, or at least in that first inch. And I was expecting the cigar to be a lot more complex than it turned out being, which, there's a lot of those cigars that you just don't ever want to change because the cigar, it's so good. This is definitely up there, but now I've gotten so used to the flavors and that pepper's kind of gone that nothing is grabbing my attention in the same way as it did in the first couple of puffs. Though it is still great. Again, my biggest problem is the ash.
Yeah, I agree. It's not very complex, but it's very smooth for me. The ash is still real flaky. I did have to touch it up once. It started to almost go out a little bit, so I kind of fired it up with my lighter, and it's taken right back off. So it may have been just me not paying attention to it. We were talking and carrying on. I'm still getting a lot of earthiness and a lot of dark coffee. Not so much chocolate anymore. That's kind of gone away for me, but I'm still definitely enjoying it. It's still a very good cigar.
Yeah, well, let's get into the final third and see if we get any changes. Well, welcome back. We're at the final third of this Latitude Zero, and we were discussing it is full-bodied in the second half. It is just, I just sink lower and lower into my chair. It's to the point if you don't have some food in your belly, it's going to give you that kind of that stomachy nausea feeling. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It's very good. Flavors haven't really changed. I've lost the coffee. I'm getting almost a straight tobacco and earth. Very good flavors, but really kind of lost the coffee itself. The finish is stretched out a little bit longer. Burn is actually improved. Ash is still a little flaky, but nowhere near as flaky as it was in the first half. Overall, I've really enjoyed this cigar. I definitely recommend it at the end of your day. It's not the super complex, but they're excellent flavors. I think it'd go pair well with any drink. Just an overall very good stick. If I was going to rate it, I'd give it a nice 8.5. I really enjoyed it. Really Keep a few of these rolling around your humidor. I definitely recommend it. I would like to give it a little bit of a higher rating, but it is a bit simple for a nice end of your day full-bodied smoke. But what is there is very good. So 8.5 for me.
What Justin said, I mean, it's very, very good in that. Well, what I've noticed is, you know, out of the full cigar, the first half is all flavor and the second half is, at least to me, all power. And that's kind of unusual. You know, the second half is good in terms of flavor, but something happened. I mean, something clicked in that second half for me, and it just got really, really powerful. Like Justin said, I keep, you know, sliding down and have to push myself up. So it's, you know, it's definitely something you want to smoke at the end of your day, not something for midday or not something for, you know, any sort of task. This is a cigar that really warrants your attention. And again, it would go well with any drink. I mean, I always do coffee, but I could see this going well with really anything. I'd go a little bit higher. I'd give it a 9. On that first puff, I thought, man, this is going to be another 10. But yeah, just the ash not holding on very well, and how the flavors never really changed once you got into the second half would be my only qualms. But again, definitely a cigar you should get your hands on. It's very, very good. So give it a shot.
I pretty much echo what the guys were saying. This is not, like what was saying, this is not a morning cigar. It's not a golf cigar by any means. I do think you need to have some food on your belly, like Justin was saying. I'm gonna go an 8. No, excuse me, 8.5. 8.5. I think probably what would make this cigar a little better would be humidor time. We're smoking this the same. You got it today, right?
Yeah, these are fresh off the
Yeah,
truck.
these are fresh off the big brown truck, so to speak. And I think even with like a couple of weeks, but definitely a month or two's aging, I think this cigar would be pretty badass. So 8.5 for me. I think, you know, the flaky ash is kind of annoying, but in the end, I'm gonna throw that shit on the ground anyway or in the ashtray. So definitely more powerful in that second half. The coffee has kind of become more subdued. It's become much more earthy, like Justin was saying. But I definitely think this is a cigar worth having. It was a real pleasant surprise. I'll be honest, I was a little unsure, but very good cigar.
And I got a box of them. We've been revisiting cigars, so in a few months we may revisit this after it's had some humidor time.
I think it would definitely be worth it.
So, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, smoke them if you got them.